What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we have the weekly reset for the 18th of July in Destiny 2, and so, as always in this video, we're going to jump in and check out the Eververse refresh for the week, but this time around, that includes the update for Solstice of Heroes 2023, and so, we do of course get new store items, Eva Levante is back, and so is the European Aerial Zone, and we'll cover all of that, but we also get a major new update today with the mid-season patch. And additionally, vendor inventories such as Banshee and ADA-1 will reset. We'll cover key rewards, events, and unlocks for the week. And so I hope this one is useful, guys. If you enjoy it, be sure to get subscribed for more D2 content. And without further delay, let's get into it. And so firstly today, we do have the launch of the mid-season update for Season 21. I've got a video which breaks down all of the sandbox changes Bungie are making for weapons in this update. So I'll link that down below, although there should be a handful of other quality of life improvements and things like that in the patch as well. Otherwise though, we also have the return of Solstice of Heroes. And so Eva Levante is back in the tower. We've got the armor, various armor upgrades. Of course, it's a great opportunity to get higher stat rolled armor. There's also the introduction of the first Strand rocket launcher, which is the Solstice launcher for this year. And so to get started with the event, be sure to visit Eva Levante. She's got the intro quests and all that good stuff. And it'll be a pretty similar experience to what we've seen in previous years. Next up though, let's get straight onto the Eververse inventory for the week. And of course, with Solstice being live, it is mainly populated with Solstice related items. So as always, that does include plenty of silver things, and there is a dedicated event tab where you can pick stuff up for silver, including armor ornaments and things like that. But for now, let's focus on the Bright Dust items this week. And so on the front page right here, we initially have the Power Rising exotic emote. This will cost 3,250 Bright Dust. Let's take a quick preview of it right there. Of course, it is a Solstice event item as well. There's also the Gilded Honors ornament for the Forerunner that we can see here. This will cost 1,250 Bright Dust, returning from previous years. And then we've got the Shocking Entrance Transmat effect, which is 450 Bright Dust right there. We'll get another quick preview of it. And then we've got the Refined Revels shader. As always, these cost 300 Bright Dust. On my armor right here, it's very blue, but mainly consisting of sort of darker colors right there. There's also the Tide Smoke shader available on the front page though. Once again, this will cost 300 Bright Dust. And then moving over to the main Bright Dust page, initially we have the Paperwork exotic emote. Once again, this is 3,250 Bright Dust right there, so some of these exotic emotes are pretty expensive stuff. There's also the Solar Reverence rare emote, and that will cost 400 Bright Dust. We can have a quick look at that one right there. But moving on, we've got the Goister exotic ghost shell for 2,850 Bright Dust, another returning Solstice item, and then the Quadricycle exotic sparrow as well, which is 2,500 Bright Dust. Let's have a quick look at that one. Bit of Mario Kart action going on right there. But then for the ship, we've got the Argentate Dusk exotic, which is 2,000 Bright Dust right there. Have a quick look at that one. Pretty cool Solstice ship. And then we've got the Splendid Vidua exotic ornament for Witherhoard, a really nice one right here for 1,250 Bright Dust, and a good opportunity to pick these up if you perhaps missed them in previous years. But then we've got the Sunglasses projection, a rare ghost projection right there for 500 Bright Dust right now in the store. And then for the featured shaders on the second page, we've got Tangerine Gloss. Once again, all of these will cost 300 Bright Dust. Then we'll have a look at the Pomegranate Gloss right here for the same price, another rather nice one. And then there is the Oiled Algae shader here as well. Have a quick look at that one. And very finally, Refined Revels once again appears on the second page here, but we have the Beach Ball Effects Transmat effect. These are 450 Bright Dust, so we'll have a quick preview of all of these. There's also the Nightmare Emergence Transmat effect available this week. There we go, another pretty cool one right there. Very Shadowkeepy vibes. And then we've got the Baroque Entrance Transmat effect finally in the store as well. So let us know if you're going to pick any of the Bright Dust items up right here. I know some folks are kind of boycotting the silver purchases or the event in general. Of course, the event card upgrades are here in Eververse as well. So give us your thoughts about it down in the comment section. But heading over to Banshee to take a look at the featured weapons right here, of course some of these will change throughout the course of the week, so maybe worth checking in at various times, but we've got the Lodbrok C auto rifle here with Fragile Focus and Kill Clip on the front page, then the Nezarec Whisper once again, this time with Genesis and Frenzy, and then we've got the Ostringer with Eye of the Storm and Zen Moment, as well as Threaded Needle with Rangefinder Vorpal Weapon, and then we've got the Contingency Plan Scout Rifle here with Outlaw and One for All, so nothing especially exciting necessarily on that front page, give us your thoughts, but moving to the second page, we've got the Legal Action 2 Pulse Rifle, and this has got Heating Up and Osmosis. There's also the Persis D-Scout rifle with rapid hit and headstone, which could be a bit of fun right there. And then we've got the Foritura 59, probably said that wrong, with hipfire grip and moving target. Then there's the hand-in-hand shotgun with hipfire grip, golden tricorn. Then we've got the memory interdict with surplus and danger zone. And finally the Palmera B with autoloading holster and explosive light, which funnily enough is actually a decent rocket launcher right there in the same general archetype as the new one for Solstice. So if you're after a good rocket launcher, perhaps get this one instead of the Solstice one. Of course I'm only joking, but once again, be sure to check in with Banshee throughout the course of the week if you want different weapons, or if you're after different roles. But finally, with Shader 1 down here in the annex, this week she's got the Devastation Complex gear, so this armor set was from back in the day, kind of vanilla Destiny 2 armor, so be sure to check in if you need to pick any of that up, or are interested in the stat rolls of course, but for the featured shaders, which cost 10,000 glimmer each, we initially have the Baguzian Knight shader available there from back in Black Armory, a pretty cool one. And from Curse of Osiris, we've got Kairos Gold right here if you need to add this one to collections. And finally, the new Monarchy Succession. So once again, if you're looking to add any of the old faction shaders to your collections right there, it's a good time to jump in and grab that this week. As we move into other content for the week though, if you are jumping into the Root of Nightmares, this time around we'll see the Illuminated Torment challenge, and so Briar's Contempt, the linear fusion rifle, is the featured weapon. Now though, we finally get onto the Nightfall for the week, which is the Disgraced, and so the featured weapon is the Swarm machine gun. Of course, this is a high impact frame arc machine gun, and looking at the popular rolls right here, in the first trade slot, it's able to roll Dynamic Sway Reduction, Feeding Frenzy, Genesis, Rangefinder, Well-Rounded, and Offhand Strike. Then in the second trade slot, it can roll Target Lock, as well as Dragonfly, Vorpal Weapon, Golden Tricorn, and then we get Tap the Trigger and Pugilist as well. So the top three most popular bonuses in the first trade slot include Dynamic Sway Reduction, Feeding Frenzy, and even Genesis. Then for the second trade slot, we've got Target Lock and Dragonfly, as well as Vorpal Weapon as the top three bonuses. So combinations of things like Dynamic Sway Reduction and Target Lock, or even Feeding Frenzy Target Lock, and then things like Dragonfly as well, paired with either of those bonuses, make for a pretty good machine gun. Of course, there are plenty of rolls there though, so let us know down below any that you're going after. But finally, if it's the Lost Sectors you're after this week, for today, July 18th, we've got K1 Crew Quarters dropping exotic chest pieces, and then we get K1 Logistics on July 19th dropping helmets, K1 Communion on July 20th, which is dropping legs. And for July 21st, it'll be Sepulture, dropping exotic gauntlets. July 22nd is Extraction, dropping exotic chest pieces. And then we get Aphelion's Rest, dropping helmets on the 23rd. And finally, July 24th, we'll see Chamber of Starlight, dropping exotic legs. So good luck on the grind if you are still hunting down any of those, but otherwise for today guys, that is what we have to round up in the video. So as always, I hope this one has been useful, and if it has, a rating below really does help us out on the channel. Also be sure to get subscribed and I'll keep you posted with more Destiny content. But otherwise, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.